Latest in the IPL fixing saga, the Supreme Court will resume its hearing of the Mudgal panel report at 10:30 this morning. All eyes on whether the court will make the names of those found guilty by the probe panel public. The court is today expected to hear defence arguments on Gurnath Mayappan, Raj Kundra and Srinivasan's counsel, but the focus will be on whether the names submitted by the Mudgal panel in a sealed envelope will be made public. During the proceedings on Tuesday, the petitioner had strongly demanded that the names be made public to end all speculation. BCCI's president in exile and Srinivasan's future as a top cricket administrator will also be a focus of today's hearing. It will also be interesting to see if any decision is taken regarding the future participation of Chennai Super Kings and Rajasthan Royals in the IPL.
हमको लगता है कि बृहस्पति को जो हम लोगों का डिमांड है कि जो भी प्लेयर्स इन्वॉल्व है उनके नाम आने चाहिए वो कोर्ट कर देगा, ये मुझे पूरी आशा है.
Let's get an word from our team of reporters tracking this big story for us. Jugal Purohit is with us live from outside the Supreme Court. Also with us, Rasesh Mandani from outside the BCCI headquarters in Mumbai. I want to come to you first, Jugal. The defence likely to present its arguments in court today.
That's correct, Simi. In fact, on this otherwise non-district day, Justice T.S. Thakur and FMI Kalifullah will decide the fate on three primary counts. First is the future of Narayan Swamy Srinivasan, whether or not he's allowed to, stand for a second term of the BCCI. The second question is whether his own team, the Chennai Super Kings, will be allowed to participate or not. These are 2 points which have been questioned. And third point that the petitioner has argued is the full disclosure of the second portion of the Mudgal committee report. Three extremely crucial points. The petitioner's side has already completed its argument. Now what remains is the defense, and that is what will take place today. It's actually a continuation of hearing which began on Tuesday. Today we expect that the defense side will complete its side, and once that is done, it then depends on the court whether or not it wants to pronounce an order on it or it will seek further clarification. So it's an extremely important day, not just for the Chennai Super Kings and not just for Narayan Swamy Srinivasan. It's an important day for the future of Indian cricket, but because the main limelight is on individual number 2 and individual number 3. These are two cricket players, current players who've been investigated. Their names are being withheld for now, and the petitioner has demanded a full disclosure in the larger interest of the game. Of course, the BCCI and Srinivasan and his counsel are arguing that naming individual players will not be fair. It will in fact tarnish their reputations. But what is it that they've been probed for? What is it that the Mudgal committee has found? These are questions which the petitioner wants answered, and in a sense, it's the interest and the following in the game that is today at stake, Simi.
Absolutely, the future of cricket hangs in the balance. Let's also get a word from Rasesh Mandani, who's with us live from Mumbai this morning. Rasesh, the BCCI, as Jugal pointed out, likely to tell the court that it doesn't want the names to be made public that were named in the Mudgal panel report.
Yes, that's the argument that the BCCI has put forward all along, that the names of the players should be kept confidential, and it's a call that the court will have to take. This isn't as simple as it appears. If these suspected players are part of the Indian team, there's also the Indian team, remember, which is visiting Australia right now. So I think the court will have to take a call based upon the evidences available. The court has so far said that they're not necessarily refrain from making the entire report public, but they've also said that the order would be pronounced in a phased out manner, and so there may still be time before the court decides if the name of the player should be made public. But the whole issue on which the investigation is being carried out about the misadministration of the BCCI is also something that will come into picture today. Once Harish Salve, the petitioner's lawyers, concludes his argument on calling for the entire disclosure, we gather that the BCCI would need to put up a strong defense, because the court bringing out some of the observations that the court made on Monday, bringing in the conflict of interest issue, has sort of opened up the possibility of the final order pronouncements having a wider view as well. That is something that the BCCI will have to defend itself on, because that is obviously tarnishing the reputation of Indian cricket at large, and the conflict of interest issue has been the root cause of the problem of the entire scandal. It's something that the BCCI will need to address, and something that they were taken aback by with the strong stand taken by the Supreme Court on Monday.
Absolutely. The Supreme Court, in fact, had said that the BCCI was killing cricket in India. Jugal Purohit and Rasesh Mandani, thanks so much for that update. The court to resume hearing at 10:30. We'll come back to you for more updates.